Hello everybody, this is another Hot Wheels collector video. Today we are looking at the Audi RS e-tron GT from the 2022 Hot Wheels mainline. This is a brand new casting for 2022 and I think this is a great debut colour. Since this colour we have had lots of others, including a red one as well as a light grey one, but I think this is the nicest one to come out so far, and this is obviously in a metallic, almost gunmetal grey. Anyways, let's get into the facts about this car in real life. So this has an 83.7 kilowatt hour battery, producing 637 horsepower and 612 pound-feet of torque. This car also has a 0 to 60 in just 2.9 seconds, which is very impressive, but most electric cars do have that very quick acceleration, and that is something that you can probably expect from them. This car also has a top speed of 152 mph. If you know anything about electric cars, you'll know that most electric cars do not have a very good top speed. They are mainly good at obviously the acceleration runs, and that's why it is so fast to get to 60 mph. But after that it will slowly start to top out, and once you get to 152 mph, that's it. I think it must be electronically limited, but it's probably just so that you save battery, I'm guessing. Or maybe there'd be some safety issues if it went above that speed. Who knows at this point? But there you go. That is the top speed that you can get in the car. This car also costs brand new right now £119,000, so it's definitely not a cheap one. Much more expensive than obviously most of the RS line that we currently have that are petrol. And that's definitely a very close price to the Audi R8. So obviously I think this is probably trying to replace the Audi R8. But who knows, we'll have to see what happens with the R8. Will we get an electric version of it, or will this be the replacement? Like I say, we'll probably find that out in the years to come. But anyways, let's get into the actual showcase of this car. Okay, so starting off with the side of this car. First of all, we have the 5-star spoke wheels. They are done in a nice grey. These are, by the way, just like a standard colour for Hot Wheels wheels. They are just not painted, unfortunately. I do think, however, they complement the colour of this car being a metallic grey very nicely. You can also see, unfortunately, this casting does not have any wing mirrors. That is a big miss in my opinion. Now for the actual side tampo, there is none, but you can see the side skirt is created using the black base plastic. In the actual metal casting itself, you can see all the door handles are done, as well as the electric filling point, which is obviously on this side of the car. And usually electric cars have one on each side to make it a little bit more easier for refilling. That's really it for this side of the car. Let's move on to the front. So first of all, with the windshield, we do have some windshield wipers. They are very low down though, and almost tucked away under the bonnet. There is a lot of tampo work going on the front bumper, but nothing on the hood, so let's start off with the front bumper, of course. So we have the headlights, which have been done very realistically. You can also see pretty much the entire grille section has been tampoed. Very nice to see that. Very accurate to the real life model, as you'll know if you've seen this car in real life. You can also see the Audi badge has been done in silver tampo, and the license plate has also been done, which reads e-tron GT. You can see the lower portion of this front bumper is also created using the black base plastic and acts as a very nice colour split. The hood is nice and textured. I'm pretty sure that's for aerodynamics and also for looks of this car, and that is accurate to the real life model once again. Now on to this side of the car. It is the same as the previous, so I'm not going to bore you, but you can see that obviously the refilling point returns on this side. That's a reoccurring thing on most electric cars. I'm pretty sure that's just to make it more easy to refuel at a variety of different charging points. Sometimes it might be on the left and sometimes it might be on the right. It means you don't have to have the wire going over the top of your roof, which obviously you don't want to do, especially on an expensive car like this. And most electric cars are really pricey, so obviously that is definitely something you'd want to avoid. You'd either have to have the wire going over the top of the car or underneath it, and neither would look very good, nor are they very desirable, especially if you can avoid it. Now for the rear tampoing, we do have the Audi badge once again returning, and we have a very nice light bar which has been done, very accurate to the real life model once again. You can also see the RS badge has been done because obviously this is the Audi RS e-tron GT. You can obviously see the license plate returns seeing the same thing, e-tron GT, but this time it's done in a silver, the license plates. There you go. And you can also see the bottom section of the bumper is done using the black base plastic there, once again acting as a nice colour split, and that is the rear diffuser which has been done as well in that base plastic. That's really it for the tampos, but you can have a look at the top view of this car. There is no tampo work or detailing on the top. I did think this review, or well, showcase I should say, would be very fast, because obviously there isn't a whole lot of tampo, because this is meant to be like a factory fresh version of this car, in which I do think is a great way to kick off the casting, and I think it was much needed, because this car has a lot of nice details that I think once they start to get rid of will be a huge miss. But anyways, let's get into my review and final thoughts on this car. Alright, so now it's time for my review and final thoughts on this car. I think it's an absolutely amazing new casting, and I'm really happy Hot Wheels decided to put this in their line. Honestly, I was expecting it to be in the Matchbox rather than Hot Wheels, but it's really nice to see it here, and I can't say how happy I am. This is a really well done model. The details are there, and really it's not missing anything, so it really doesn't need to come to the premium. It would kind of be a wasted spot in my opinion on the premium line, considering really the sets we get are only consistent of 5 cars. So if this was clogging up one of the spots, it would mean one of the cars that really does deserve that premium treatment would not get there, such as the McLaren Elva, which I will be doing a video on soon, but it does not have front or rear light tampos, which really is a big miss, and that's obviously a huge part of the car. But anyways, we're not talking about that car. What am I going to give this car out of 10? I'm going to give this car a solid 9 out of 10. I think it's very well done, and I don't think there's going to be a better model of it. I don't really like the red colour. I think it looks very flat, and I think this car really does need a metallic colour. Most of the colours in real life are not metallic, but in real life it's a much different kind of point of view of the car. It's a much larger car, so it doesn't really need that metallicness, but on a small die-cast 1/64 scale, metallic colours are quite a nice thing to see. But anyways, that's really it for this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to like. If you are new to the channel, subscribe. Remember, you can also press that notification bell so you do not miss a new upload. Remember, you can also share this video with any friends, family, or in any groups who may be interested. But remember, don't feel pressured to if you don't feel like you have anybody who may be interested in this video. You watching all the way to the end really does mean a lot to me, and I really do thank you for watching all the way to this point. Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye everyone.